Hey, there we go. Seems like it's starting to work. Before I get started here, on the recording side of things, you guys will have to let me know if anything is fucked up sound-wise. It seems like I always fuck up the sound, which is ironic because this is a music channel. So if anything is sounding weird, let me know. But hopefully it's all good. So let me know if the sound is alright. All you're going to be hearing is my mic, and that's it. How's it going, Matthew? How's it going, Sokka Sabbath and Sovereign Official? Thanks, guys, for tuning in so early. I'll turn my fan down a little bit here. Hopefully it's not as loud. That should do. Alright, so, as the title of the stream suggests, I'm going to be recording a cover of a sworn-in song called Let Down. So if you haven't heard this song before, Sworn In has been around for quite a while. You might know them from their more recent stuff, but this is a song that they released back in like 2012. The reason I want to cover this song is because I don't know if you guys might, if you're a fan of Sworn In, you probably saw this already, but basically Sworn In's vocalist Tyler Denon just quit yesterday, or at least it was announced that he quit yesterday, which is very unfortunate. However, the band is re-releasing their first ever EP, which was called A Start End, and they're like remixing it and remastering it and stuff like that, which I'm very excited about because I loved that EP. So I thought I would cover one of their older songs, which is called Let Down. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm doing today. Luckily, I found a fancy Guitar Pro tab, which will make things nice and easy for me. So I've already imported a lot of this stuff. Because, you know, having the bass and drums already mapped out for me is obviously a huge help. So I've gone ahead and imported that stuff in here, and it sounds like this so far. Well, actually, it's going to not sound correct right now, so I'm going to start editing it basically. So I got my reverb session set up. This is my default template I always use. So I got the drums over here, got the bass up here, and then the guitars are going to be right in here. This stuff, don't worry about for now. All that extra shit, we're just going to ignore that. So let's see how it sounds. I'm pretty sure a lot of the drums are going to be fucked up, so let's fix them. So this is what it sounds like right away. Sorry, actually, give me one sec. There's one thing I forgot to do. I have to switch this to ASIO, unfortunately. Alright, so first thing I noticed already is the kick drum is not there. This is supposed to be the kick drum, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in its place. Just grab all those. Also, I'm going to max them out. Alright, so there, now we have a kick drum. So let's see what else is fucked up here. Actually looks like most of it transferred over. I'm just going to maximize everything. Or sorry, max velocity everything, I should say. These are supposed to be toms for sure. Let me just change that. So basically, like I'm trying to explain, I'm just editing the drums really quick because I know that my program has a different MIDI map than Guitar Pro. So let's take a listen there. Alright. Seems like everything's pretty much in place. I see someone asked me a question here. How do you stretch out the drums, or the squares on the drums like that? If you just mean literally making it bigger like that, I'm just using the mouse wheel. So if you just scroll up on your mouse, if you're on a PC, I don't know how to do it on a Mac, But yeah, if you just scroll up, it'll make things as big as you want. Definitely very handy. Alright, so that's pretty much drums. I'm sure there's going to be some shit in there that I need to fix, but we'll just leave it at that for now. This is my starting point. So I also don't actually play bass guitar, as most of you probably know. I program my bass guitar using a thing called Impact Studios Dingwall. So it's basically sampling a Dingwall bass. Because I don't have a bass. It's as simple as that. So that should work. Oh, no, it's not going to work. It's too low. So let's max that all out. Alright, so the lowest note should be A, I think. Let's see here. Was that A? Yeah. So that should be there. Okay, so that's in tune now. This needs to be up here. Fuck. So this is kind of just like my preset bass tone thing. So basically I have Contact up here, which is using program Dingwall, and then I got my bass tone coming from Easy Mix to keep it super easy. It's called the Evil Bass preset. I got a little bit of EQ just to cut out the 60 hertz range, boost 100 hertz, cut 500 for guitars, the rest is the same. And then I have a thing called a Huge Booty Bass Enhancer, which is, I don't even know if it's actually doing anything, but it's there. So now the bass should sound somewhat decent. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it for bass. I'm sure again there's going to be some things that are wrong, but it sounds like this so far. So yeah, well, we don't need to listen to the whole thing. There's going to be some things that are wrong, like notes that are supposed to be held out and whatnot. But whatever, I'll fix those later. So right now I'm just going to freeze that so that it doesn't disappear, because I am cheap as fuck and did not buy Contact. So I have the sample, or the trial version of Contact, so it actually expires every 15 minutes. So if I freeze it, it doesn't expire. So that's what I'm doing for now to kind of cheat the system there. I know I'm terrible. I actually just bought Reaper for the first time like 2 weeks ago. I had been using the trial version of Reaper for like 7 years before that. So I figured it was time that I paid them a little bit of money. So yeah, I've never actually played this song before, so I'm going to be kind of learning it as I go. So you'll have to excuse me if this is somewhat boring, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm going to use my Solar Guitars 82.7 for this this song, into my Kemper, of course. It's tuned to drop A. Just going to tune it up here. All right. Alright, this will be something. So I know the beginning goes something like that. Alright. Okay. So the beginning goes like that. Let's do that. Starts over here. Let's hope I don't fuck up. 1 second. Let's set that to 105. Ah, it's gonna fuck it all up. Never mind. Alright, we're good. Alright, the beginning goes something like that. I know it like fades in and shit. So that's like... Alright, that's good enough for the intro for now. What's the other guitar doing? That's actually better. I'm gonna keep. The other guitar is doing probably just bar chords or something like that. Let's take a look. Alright, easy enough. Let's record that. Super easy. So it fades in like there or something. So let's do a little fade. Perfect. That's the intro completed. Simple enough. Let me take a look at some questions here. Eli, I almost called you Ellie. Eli Garcia says, what's your opinion on Jackson guitars? I don't really like Jackson guitars that much. I've never tried any of their high-end stuff. Actually, that's not true. I have tried the Misha Mansour USA Custom Shop, and that was pretty awesome, but I don't know. It just felt like it was good, but it wasn't worth the money, if that makes any sense. Like, it was good, but you know, it's like $3,000 or $4,000 or something like that, and I didn't feel like it was like that much worth of good, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I don't know. They're just okay. I've never personally got along with it. It seems like they're more geared towards like shredder people. I'm definitely not a shredder, so it's never really appealed to me. But I know lots of people that swear by them, so yeah, that's my opinion on Jackson guitars. And then Violent Sofa says, well, did you already touch on your feelings about Tyler Denny parting ways with the band? I kind of did, but not really. I'll say it again. So, well, let's just say my opinion on Sworn In as a whole. So, I started listening to them when the Start End EP was released, which was in like 2012 or something like that. So, the first time I ever heard Sworn In was without Tyler on vocals, which was like, I think the only album or EP or whatever that he was ever not on, apparently. And I loved that EP the most. Actually, not the most. Like, the Death Card was better, but Start End was what made me interested in them. So I liked them since then. And then they released the Death Card, which was fucking amazing and one of probably one of my favorite albums of all time, I might say. I'm not sure if I'm entirely sure about that, but it's definitely up there. I still love that album a lot. And then I kind of lost interest in them around, like, that album after the Death Card, which is called like the Lovers and the Sinners or something like that, and that one was kind of like not my thing. And then they released Endless Grey, which was a single, and that was fucking amazing, so that got me interested again. And then they released All Smiles, and like I kind of liked it. I don't know, there was like kind of half-half. Some songs I really liked, some songs I thought were super cringe. That's kind of my opinion on Sworn In as a whole. So, with Tyler Denny leaving, it kind of sucks because the Death Card was so good and like he was a really good fit for the band. But at the same time, I really liked Start End. So, if they're going to kind of go back towards the Start End type of sound, I'm very okay with that. So, I'm kind of just curious to see how it goes more than anything else. I'm not really upset that Tyler left. Yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion on that. How much does Reaper actually cost? Yeah, it's like $60. I'm just a cheap motherfucker. Rick Duff, how's it going, man? Ben C, hello. William Hernandez, how did I do the drums on this? So you missed it earlier, but I use a program called Guitar Pro where somebody has basically already programmed all the drums, and I just export this as MIDI and drop it in here, and it's done. Super easy. It's the only reason I can do covers so fast, because I hate programming drums. What else we got here? I saw Rest Repose in SLC, and I bought VIP, and they all called you Ellie too. Oh man, that fucking sucks. That's so funny. I don't know why that was my first reaction. Like, it's clearly Eli, and I know a few Elis in real life, but for some reason when I read it, it just looks like Ellie. Maybe I cared about The Last of Us too much or something like that. Pirate, be careful. Yeet. Eli, what does your guitar, master, bus effects look like? There's actually like nothing on there. Literally all it is a cut at 60 hertz and then like an intense cut on 4K, and that is literally all, because everything's coming from the Kemper and it already sounds good and I don't need to do too much to it. Sovereign Official, any advice on starting a studio? No idea where to start. I don't know if I'm the best person for this, because in my opinion, I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But out of everything that I have, I would say if you're a guitarist at least, getting a good guitar processor is by far the most important thing. Like, I can plug a piece of shit, like $100 guitar into the Kemper and it'll pretty much sound amazing. So yeah, if you get a good guitar processor, that would be my first thing. I use like the cheapest interface, man. My interface that I'm using right now was $100 on Craigslist. It's just the Scarlett 2i2. So I think the things that you should spend the most money on are your guitar processor and your computer, because if your computer is shit, you can't do anything anyways. And if your guitar processor is shit, it's going to be very hard to get your guitar to sound good. But I did everything pretty, not really budget friendly, but I started out pretty budget friendly. You know, it's just a guitar, $100 interface. I used to have like the shittiest Line 6 pod, which was like $100, and I got like a pair of monitors from Best Buy for like $80, and that's what I used for a very long time. But honestly, my best advice is just scour Craigslist and Reverb.com, find good deals, and buy that shit ASAP. You don't need to buy new shit to sound good. Let's see here. Starting a deathcore band, gonna call it Deface the Maligner. What do I think about the name? I don't know what a maligner is, or maligner, however you say that. So I'm not quite sure what it means, but it definitely sounds like a deathcore name, so I'll give you that. What is the program I use to record guitar? This is called Reaper. You can get a free trial right now. How long ago did Tyler Denon leave? Like yesterday. Let's see. Have I heard the cover that Sworn In did? Yes, I have. That was fucking amazing. I really liked that. Yeah, that's pretty much it right now. So I'm gonna get back to learning the song. So what is next? I know the next part, it's not like that hard, but I was looking at it and I was like, that's gonna take a little getting used to. So let's take a look here. All right, so that sounds like. Okay, so. Ooh, that's the weird one, because the whole intro is like, and then it goes up to the 7. Not that hard, but tricky. Something like that. I just keep fucking up that 7. Fuck me. That's what it is. Let me see if I can do that. Ooh, that's close. Let me try that again. That part is fucking me up. Okay, let's try that again. Something like that. I know it's not quite right. Let me take a listen back. Ooh, it's almost there. Okay, it was almost there. Let me do that again. Let's take a listen. I can probably do that better. Fuck, I can do better than that. Fuck me, man. Okay, I think that was it. Let's take a listen here. Yeah, that was better. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna keep that. Let's do that again. One more time. Yeah, I think that should be it. Let's take a listen. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but good. Good enough. So I'm just going to crossfade these so it sounds not so abrupt. Okay, cool. That sounds pretty decent to me. I think I just need to do that one more time. I think I can just fucking copy paste that probably. Sure, sounds good to me. And then it switches those last notes over here. Ooh, that's weird. What the fuck? I guess that's what that does. What's the other guitar doing? Okay, sure, fair enough. Wow, what am I doing? I can do better than that. Let's do it again. Fuck! Too much time for myself. This is embarrassing. What the fuck am I doing? Alright, I think that was it. Yeah. Oops. Alright, that should be the whole riff, I think. Alright, cool. So that's the intro. Again, this is what it sounds like so far. Okay, cool. And then I think one guitar keeps doing the same thing and the other changes it up here. Okay, cool. So yeah, this guitar stays the same. So let's just keep that the same. So that part's different. So the ending is different there. I know that there's a lead here, but I'm actually going to change that a little bit. So I'm going to do this instead. So I'm going to have double the rhythm guitars and have the lead guitar, which is just doing like chords like or some shit like that. I'm just going to add that in after as a third layer because I think it'll sound better that way. So that end is, the different end is. I think that's it. Yeah, simple enough. Alright, that's the alternate ending done for the right guitar. Let's just cut that in, do it again. Alright. That is done. I'll do the lead later. So that's the entire intro, basically. And then it goes... where does it do now? Okay. Does that apparently? Then the it does something like that after the blah, which is what everyone wants to hear. Let's just cut that out for now. All right. That should be that. Let's fade that in a bit. Alright, I think something's wrong here, because the bass is doing something different. Okay, I see what's happening here. So only one guitar is doing that little da-na-na-na-na-na. And that should be that. I still think that's not quite right. I'll have to listen to the actual song after to double check, but that's what the tab says, if that can be trusted. I'll just tune up here again. Anyways, this is the fun part, the breakdown. I'd rather be let down than be a letdown. That's pretty easy. I'm gonna say that and then fuck it up real bad, of course. Of course I fucked it up. I see, got it. Cool. that's pretty much the breakdown. Let's do that again. They feel let down. Sick. I think that sounds pretty good. Let's take a listen. Let's take a closer look, shall we? I'd rather be let down than be let down. Awesome. There's this one thing I heard. I hit like a instead of a, and I'm gonna fix that right now. Alright, much better. And the breakdown, well, the first breakdown is done. That sounds fucking awesome. It's like the Gojira thing. William Hernandez, what do you guys think about the whole Kemper versus ActiveX thing? Which is better? Honestly, man, I really don't think there's that much of a difference. The only reason I got the Kemper over the ActiveX is simply because there was a Kemper on my local Craigslist for not cheap, but relatively cheap compared to the new price, and that's why I bought it. If there was an ActiveX for the same price as the Kemper, I don't know which I would have got, but the only reason I got the Kemper over the ActiveX was because the opportunity presented itself. But ActiveX sounds really good as well. Sorry. So I think either way you're going to be happy, and I really don't think it matters that much, honestly. Which album is this off of? It's not off any of their albums. It's a single they released back in 2012. Jason Troglin, what's up, bro? Sounds amazing. Wish I was there playing along at home on my electric kit. Sounds great. That's fucking awesome, man. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. So before I move on, I'm going to take a listen to the whole thing again. I know it's missing some lead stuff over here, but I always do the leads last, so yeah. Cool. So I'm just going to stream for probably like 15 more minutes. So if you guys have any questions, now would be the time to ask them. I'm probably not going to finish this whole cover on the stream. I'm probably going to cut it off at about an hour. But yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know in the chat, and I'll try and answer them the best I can. Something like that, I think. So I got that. Other than like this part right here. Something like that, I think. Let's give it a try. Fuck! Almost there. Into a weird little halftime, not really halftime, faster version of that riff or something like that. So let's just duplicate that first. Fuck. So close. One more time. Still not entirely there. One more time. Fuck! Why am I fucking this up? I just did it perfectly. I don't know why I keep doing that. Alright, I'm just gonna start from the halfway point. Fuck it. Still was wrong. Alright, there we go, finally. Ah, I see. That's what was fucking up. My last take was wrong too. Let's fix that. Alright, there we go. That wasn't so bad. Sorry if I swear a lot. I'm sure none of you care because we're metalheads and we swear a lot. But just saying. Let's take a look at the comments here. Okay. Thomas Nolter. Sounds fantastic. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I dare anyone listening to try not to headbang. It's impossible, especially on that breakdown. Hey, another Hernandez. We taking over B. What do those solars go for? I think so. I think they're like $600 or $700 or something like that. What else we got here? Can I play anything or just certain stuff? I definitely can't play anything. I pretty much can't do any lead guitar shit at all. Never really been interested in it. I mostly just play rhythm, and I like playing rhythm more. But most rhythm guitar shit I can do, I would think. Let's see what else we got here. how do I keep my harmonics so crisp they sound wicked? Well, thank you, first of all. That's very kind of you. I don't really know what to say. So, if you know how to do harmonics, like, it's just, you know, you put the meat of your finger over the fret. But to do those, like, I call them rakes or death scrapes or whatever, Gojira slides, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Those. So what I do is, like, I just rest my finger across the fret all the way down, like almost like you're barring the note, but you just hold it over the fret. And that's really it. I don't really know how to explain. Yeah, I wish I could tell you more detail, but the third fret is the one that sounds the most brutal. If you ever, by the way, if you ever see in a music video when someone does this, and it makes that sound, it's a lie. It's a lie. Because that's what it actually sounds like. And that does not sound anything like... Anyways, let's see here. Is that a stock template or did I make it? It's my stock template. So basically what I do is every single time I record anything, I always start with the same exact template as whatever the last thing I recorded is. So I think the last thing I recorded was like Outnumbered by Devil Wears Prada or something like that. So I just opened my Devil Wears Prada project and just deleted everything and then renamed the file as Letdown, or saved it as a new file rather. And that's how I make my template. I just keep using the same song over and over and over, and just, you know, as my mixes change, it just naturally changes because I'm opening the last mix I did anyways. How's it going, Magnus? We are good people. Yes, metalheads are good people, even though we swear a lot. Michael Edwards, how do I deal with input lag? I use JST and it's almost impossible to record due to the lag fucking up my playing. Any help would be great. I totally feel your pain because I used to go through the same thing, and I really wish I could help you, but I can't. That is, in fact, the main reason why I bought a hardware guitar modeler instead, because I couldn't fucking stand the lag from using VSTs. It just drove me crazy. So no, I can't help you, unfortunately, because I too went through the same thing, and my solution was to buy something else, which is not the best solution, perhaps. If it wasn't for rhythm, there would be no lead. Exactly. See? Rhythm is just as important to lead as lead. Fuck you guys. Yarmazd, is there an actual name for that sound effect? I have no fucking idea. I've heard people call it tons of different shit. I think it's called a rake. I'm pretty sure that's like the proper term for it. I don't really know. But all I know is it's a lot of fun to do. And that is good enough for me. Alright, this shit's getting weird here. I think that's where I'm going to leave it off today, because I need to learn how to play the rest of this song. And it's going to be not that entertaining to watch. So I'm going to play this one more time and answer any last minute questions here. So this is what it sounds like so far. This is what I recorded in the past hour. Here we go. Alright, so that's all I recorded so far. I still got quite a bit to do. That's like maybe a third, maybe a quarter of the song. But that's pretty much it for today's stream. How's it going, Rudy? I see your comments all the time, so shout out to you. Sorry that you tuned in at the end of the stream, but I'm just about to end it. But thank you for joining anyways. William Hernandez, no problem, man. Glad I was somewhat helpful. I feel like I wasn't helpful, but if you guys think I was, then that's all that matters to me, I guess. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not sure when I'm going to put this cover up. I know that Sworn In is releasing the re-release of Start End on this coming Friday, so like a week from today. So I'm trying to see, I think I might release my cover on the same day that Sworn In releases that album, just because I don't know, I think it'd be kind of cool to do that. So you can expect to see this cover either on Friday, so a week from today, or maybe a little before. We'll see. But regardless, thank you guys for tuning in. That's pretty much all I have for today. Hope you guys have a fucking awesome Friday night. I'm going to go drink a couple more beers and play some more guitar. So have a good night, everyone. I really appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you next time.